All right, I told you guys during class, most of you figured it out or heard me. Said I'll post this. All right, a car with a mass of 1,000 is moving at a speed of 20. So you end up with 1/2 times 1,000 times 20 squared. That's going to be your kinetic energy. Take your calculator. 0.5 times 1,000 times 20 squared equals 200,000 joules. That's the answer to the first one, all right? A baseball, let's try this. KE equals 1/2 mv squared. With 100 joules, so 100 joules, 1/2 is thrown at 40 squared. So now we're solving for m. All right, we have to move this card and this card down here. So, sorry that's down in there, but you know what I'm doing by now. 100 divided by parentheses 0.5 times 40 squared, close parentheses, equals 0.125 kilograms. That's how much the ball weighs. A person pushes a box with a force of 100 newtons, a distance of 5 meters. How much work is that? Work is equal to force times distance. 500 joules of work are done. A crane does 10,000 joules of work to lift. All right, so work is equal to force times distance to lift a 500 kilogram. Now, to lift something that's 500 kilograms, you have to say 500 times 9.8. So it's 4,900 newtons. How far was it moved? So we got to get the D by itself. 10,000 divided by 4,900. 10,000 divided by 4,900. 2.04 meters. All right, Newton's second law. F equals ma. A force of 50 newtons is applied to a 10 kilogram object. What was its acceleration? 50 divided by 10 is 5. 5 meters per second per second. A 2,000 kilogram car, F equals ma, accelerates. What force is required? Force equals 2,000 kilograms. We're going to make it accelerate at 4,000 newtons were required. A 1,000 kilogram car, right? P equals mv. 1,000 kilogram car is moving at 20 meters per second. 1,000 times 20, 20,000 P. That's how much momentum it has. P equals mv. A 0.5 kilogram, that is the mass, has a momentum of 15. That is the momentum. 15 equals 0.5 times v. What is its velocity? 15 divided by 0.5. That's 30. 30 meters per second is the velocity. Gravitational potential energy. That formula is PEG equals mgh. A 5 kilogram book, that's the mass, is placed 2 meters high. Now, we know that gravity is always 9.8, correct? So, what is the potential energy? 5 times 9.8 times 2. 5 times 9.8 times 2. 98. 98 joules of energy are stored there. All right, PEG equals mgh. 100 kilogram, boom, has a gravitational potential energy of 2,000. 2,000 is our energy. How high is it? The G is always 9.8 because we're on Earth. So we need 2,000 is equal to 100 times 9.8. So we need to move those two below the 2,000. You got to put them in parentheses. So you take a calculator, you say 2,000 divided by parentheses 100 times 9.8 close parentheses equals 2.04 meters. That's the same answer we got up there. That's weird. All right, power. Power equals work divided by time. A weightlifter lifts a 908 Newton barbell 2 meters. Well, now we got to figure out the work. This one's hard. It's a two-parter. Work equals force times distance. So the force was 980. It was lifted 2 meters. So the work was 1,960 joules. All right. Now that's how much work is done, 1,960 joules. Now look, this is a two-step problem. I know this is going to be hard for some of you. It's that amount of work's done in 2 seconds. Well, that much work's done in 2 seconds. So 1960 is done, divided by 2 in 2 seconds. 980 watts is how powerful that guy was. Good job.